the file of the most un-Canadian things that you can do is the next story. A writer argues in the Globe and Mail that we should all stop helping drivers who get stuck in the snow. Okay, well, he says that if you don't have winter tires and then you choose to drive in a major snowstorm, you deserve to get stuck. So is it okay to refuse to help somebody?
Who
Andrea?
are these monsters? Who is this monster who even came up with this ridiculous question? First of all, I'm gonna take this opportunity. I lived out in Saskatchewan for a while, and before I got there, they kept on warning me about the Saskatchewan winters. And I go, everybody relax, I'm from Canada, I'm from Ontario, I've seen winter. Boy, was I wrong. Because a Saskatoon winter is very different. And I had a car that was stick shift, and it was also rear-wheel drive, and my tires, well, they'll just leave that alone. They weren't winter.
A little smooth.
And I got stuck all the time. And in the 2 seconds into getting stuck, someone would just hop off the sidewalk and help me out and be like, all right, here you go. And it's warmed the cockles of my heart so much that when I see someone stuck, I know that feeling, and I don't even think. I just leap and go, okay, let me help you get out of it, because I know that helpless feeling of like, how am I gonna get out of this? So this idea that you're gonna leave people stranded, there could be a young woman in there who's just trying to get to her job so she can, make her rent, and you're gonna leave her stranded? That's not Canadian, that's not what we do.
Okay.
It's not what we do.
Yes. 100%.
You're leaving people stranded?
I'm just saying, I think it's, like, there are different scenarios. Like, what if you are in a rush to get somewhere, you have to go pick up your kid, and somebody, is stuck? Like, I think we have to give some people some slack, and I also think, like, right now, there's a lot of people driving around who, they don't know what they're doing in this weather, and they chose to take out their sports car that's this far off the ground. They thought that was a good idea.
That's the only car they have, maybe.
Okay, but let's take this line of thinking further. I'm not into cars. I don't have a car. I ride a bike, I walk, I took public transit here. So should I not help anyone in a car because I don't think we should have so many cars on the road?
Help them.
Oh, like you're going
No,
meta.
just like this is just, because I do think it comes back to just helping other humans. And if we start putting our scruples on to who we're gonna help, I'm not gonna help you because we disagree on, like, are we gonna help anyone? So that's what I understand with the line of thinking.
I guess I'm just more empathetic towards, listen, I'm gonna help somebody if I have the time. If someone's outside of my house, I'll do it.
If you see Cynthia and your car is stuck, be like, Cynthia, get over here, help me.
That's not true. It's not true. But what I'm saying is I have a lot more empathy towards, like, right now, the state of our streets with a woman with a stroller or somebody who has a disability who's in a wheelchair. My heart wants to help that quicker than somebody who's in a car making a really bad choice, who chose not to put on winter tires.
Well, let me play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a couple of things here. In a snowstorm that is like a once-in-a-century kind of storm, now, I'm not saying ours this past weekend was once in a century. Actually, it was record-breaking. It was record-breaking.
Where we heard on the news, do not go out.
Sure, but some people have to
go out.
So let's just argue for a second. Someone has to go out. I will say this. I believe, and I think we all believe, we're actually amazing drivers. So who actually believes or knows that they're a bad driver? I think even though I'm a great driver, I could still get stuck unknowingly as well. I also want to say, winter tires are so expensive.
Thank you.
So if you're like, you know what, I have to get to my job, I have to make rent,
Yep.
but tires can cost $600 to $1,800 for a set of 4, depending on your vehicle, and you go, and you might think, I can do it. But what if it's someone else's fault, and they end up putting you, there's so many situations.
But I'm with you because a lot of people need help in a major snow event, which is what the City of Toronto has been calling this. And I do think there are people who are walking or elderly who aren't in a car that can heat them up that do
But it
deserve
shouldn't
our help.
be
They
an
deserve our help
either or.
first.
It should you see someone who needs help, help them. Whether it's a mom with a stroller, someone stuck in the snow. This is what makes our society tolerable. Just help. You see somebody in need.
Yeah, exactly.